Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. Don't know if you can tell, but I still got a chest infection, that cold that's been going around. It's been like a really long cold. It's been going on for about 3 weeks. Can't seem to shake it, but that is not going to ruin today. We're at the Classic Motor Show at the NEC. Big thank you to my friend Carl, he's been on the channel before, could charger. A big thank you to Concourse Motors. Thank you for the ticket, thank you for inviting me down. Many unicorns here today. Some very special 1-for-1 cars. So yeah, I've got a lot to show you, a lot to say, so maybe I should rest my voice, but here goes. So here's the Concourse Motor Company stand. Big thank you to them for today's ticket. As you can see, we've got some lovely Jags and some Minis over here. And this Jeep always catches my eye when I go down to their workshop. Only 76,000 miles. And check out the orange on this Lotus. On their stand, they've also got this stunning DB9. Needless to say, it's sold already. Considering where I'm standing, I think I might be wearing the wrong badge, because this is what we're surrounded by. Ferraris. Very cool looking rat rod Rolls Royce. Got the VP Racing stand for Chevelle. Check out that interior. A proper American icon, the Plymouth Superbird. Just check out the size of this rear wing. It is adjustable with the bolts on either side. You can give it a bit of a tilt. But yeah, first time seeing one outside of Santa Pod. Amazing car. I especially like the number plate. Plymouth Roadrunner 440 is in 440 cubic inch V8. Just an iconic car. Very nice looking Barracuda. Just over here we've got the purple Charger. Belongs to Steve. We see him at quite a few car shows local to me. And yeah, we haven't seen any Santa Pod as well. Oh dear. Someone's killed Mr. Trump. We've got ourselves some DeLoreans. We've even got the time machine. And quite an interesting luggage rack on this one. I haven't seen one with one of these before. Here's the Back to the Future replica DeLorean. We've got the video camera, we've got the plutonium, the flux capacitor, all the dials. Stunning example of a replica time machine. Trump looks like he's having a good time. C8 Corvette, mid-transition to putting his roof down. Let's take a look inside. You rarely get to see the heart of the beast on these, with the rear mid-engine. So there's the V8, gets covered by the roof. 1957 Ford panel van. Very gangster. Gen 4 SRT10 Viper. We've seen this a couple of times online on the Coleshill Breakfast Club page. First time actually seeing it in person. There's the Instagram handle if you want to go give her a follow. Now we're talking. Imagine being strapped in there, being pulled along by this beast. Proper lowrider Cadillac. Must be on air or something to be this low. And it's for sale. So here we have the General Lee. Thought to be one of the best matching numbers manual example in Europe. Even signed by some of the cast including Cooter and Roscoe. Stunning example. We also have the Blues Brothers. For those of you that like your motorbikes, we've got the iconic Auctioneers motorbike auction. Fair few bikes. There's Auto Alex's Phil. Absolutely love the paint job on Phil. And there's the big cheese, Mr. Brew himself.
Rules, we enjoy it. I bought and sold millions, or not millions, thousands of classic cars. I've never lost a penny out of any of my classic cars, not one, because I've stuck to the simple rules. And I'm just going to change that now into saying, just say for instance, I thought tomorrow, sold classic cars. I'm not doing classic cars anymore. I'm going to be a golfer. That's going to be my new hobby. I'm going to do golf. I'm going to go to the golf shop and I'm going to get myself some golf bats. I'm going to get a nice big bag of golf bats. I'm going to buy the bag. I'm going to get the trolley. I might even get the electric trolley that comes along beside me and my golf bats. Then I'm going to stand in the shop in front of the big mirror and I'm going to buy myself a ridiculous pair of yellow trousers. Don't know why, but you have to if you're a golf batter. Yellow trousers or pink trousers, and then I'm going to buy myself a diamond sprinkled jumper, which should have been kicked out in the 1980s, but for some reason it's a uniform you have to wear if you're a twat on a golf course. I'm then going to get myself the most shoes like I'm an athlete, and I'm going to go and buy all that. And I'm going to stand proudly with my new hobby at the till, and I'm going to hand over my American Express gold card, looking at the girl as she rings it all up and she says, that's £6,000. Thank you very much. £6,000 is my new hobby. I'm quite pleased with myself. Look at me in the golf club car park. Aren't I swanky? And then guess what? Every single bit of that is landfill. As soon as you leave the shop, it's landfill. And you're thinking, what's he on about? I bet you the last time you all went to the community dump and you looked over that railing, there was a set of golf bats, a pair of yellow trousers, a pair of studded shoes. You're laughing because you know I'm bloody right. A pair of studded shoes, a stupid trolley to pull it along is bloody landfill. Am I right or wrong? If I'd taken the £6,000 and bought myself a Triumph Spitfire, joined the car club, maintained it, polished it, looked after it, drove it to car shows like this, showed it off, enjoyed that car, joined a community of loving brethren people, I'd sell it today for 10 grand. Where is there another hobby in the world that does that? There isn't. There isn't one of them. So remember those stupid rules that I've just told you, and hopefully you too, like me, become a wheeler dealer.
So here's Sporting Bear's Dream Rides. You might recognise them from Supercar Fest. We've got a nice collection of classic cars and supercars. You've got Range Rovers, Hurricanes, Ferraris, Jaguars. Just tucked over there is a McLaren. So the idea is the cars do a loop, pick up the passenger, go out the door into a car park, do a few laps out the back and return back for a passenger ride. Dad cars stand with Peppa Pig. We've also got Bluey, Bingo and Bandit. Perfect French family car. You can fit 4 seats in the back. Definitely need that sticker. Here's the Mini Cabriolet that belongs to my friend Adam. Always a pristine, shiny car. Mini Mad Adam, if you want to go follow him on Instagram. Just a car that makes you smile every time. The Terminator GMC. Bit of a barn find, hasn't been on the road since 1983. A replica of the Greater Manchester Police Capris from the 80s. We get Cadillac, we've got Badillac. Proper lowrider. How you doing? Check out the roof as well. Proper badass. So here's one of the cars that I've been very excited to show you. It's Carrera GT. So one of one in a dark olive metallic with the Ascot brown interior. One of one paint colour. Just a stunning, stunning supercar. If you know anything about Carrera GTs, plus the number plate, my 2005 Carrera GT. Just a phenomenal, phenomenal sound. One of the best sounding V10s ever produced. And yeah, just check out that colour, a one of one, a true unicorn. So I guess you could say we're officially home, back at Lamborghini, and here's Harry Metcalf's Lamborghini Countach. He took this particular model on a 2,500 mile trip back to Italy, back to where it came from. He took it up to 150 mile an hour on the Autobahn, and then when he made it back to the UK, it was still doing 20 miles per gallon. For a 1987 Lamborghini V12 engine, 20 miles per gallon is a dream. We've got a very shiny balloon white Murcielago with the black wheels. Just a timeless classic. Just come around the back. Stunning car. And then next to it we've got the Aventador SV. Now don't get me wrong, I love an SVJ, but you can't beat an SV. An SV is definitely going to be a future classic. And yeah, what a lineup. A Murcielago, and an Aventador SV, and a Diablo SV.
You're not busy. You're too busy, you film star. You want to get me?
Lamborghini Diablo SV, meaning Super Veloce, which is very fast in Italian. Some of you might recognise this car from the cover of Need for Speed back in the early days. But yeah, what an iconic car. Just the iconic wedge shape with the almost horizontal windscreen. Just everything about this car is track focused to be as lightweight and as quick as possible. And yeah, just a timeless car. There's one way to transport your skis in your 300 SL. Stunning car, the convertible version of the Gullwing Coupe version. So yeah, that is definitely one way of transporting the skis. Being a classic motor show, there's no Veyrons or Chirons here, but there is a Type 35 Bugatti. And the Type 35 is surrounded by other Bugattis, all part of the Prescott Speed Hill Climb. They have a Bugatti museum on site. We've been a couple of times and I would highly recommend it. Very informative. And yeah, just surrounded by loads of classic Bugattis. So if you ever wonder where that iconic horseshoe grille came from, this is where it all started. We've got another Testarossa. Just behind it is another car I've been eager to show you, a Balboni Edition Gallardo. Now this one is one of 3 in existence in right-hand drive. Take a good look because you might not see another right-hand drive ever again. Over here at the Topaz detailing stand, we've got the Daytona SP3. This isn't just a one of 20 examples in exposed carbon. This is a one of one in Verde Malachite, which is basically an exposed green carbon. It also changes colour as you move along the car to show you what the airflow is doing. As you go around, you can see as you follow it over the buttresses, it changes colour. It's a true one of one spec and just looks stunning in the light. The camera's not doing it any justice at the moment, but believe me, this is magical. Got the 6.5 litre V12 just tucked down in there, very low down for a lower centre of gravity, capable of 850 brake horsepower linked to a 7-speed gearbox. So here's a car you might not have heard of before. It's the Rapide 2+2, based off the Rapide itself with the 6 litre V12. This one's made by Patone. It was made shortly before they went bankrupt, but many of the adjustments from the standard car you can see from here. We've got the wider wheel arches on the front, we've got the shooting brake design at the back to give passengers more headroom, and we've got that huge panoramic roof on top. Now this is a true one of one. They would have had permission to make as many as they wanted to. Unfortunately, bankruptcy came in shortly after, but this is a true one of one. The current owner used to drive it all over the place, and yeah, it is daily driven, which is evident by the mud which is just down here. You've also got thinner front seats there. As we come around the back, the shooting brake means a redesigned tailgate and the 177 and Vantage style brake lights there with a custom made bumper and diffuser. Yeah, I think a shooting brake version of the Rapide is definitely a good looking one. A Jaguar XJR 15 unregistered prototype race car. A car we've seen a number of times before at Autosport is this NSX in tribute to Ayrton Senna. A very nice car display on the back on top of the carbon fibre rear deck lid. As you come around the side, and on the interior as well, a very fitting tribute to a great man. And if you're wondering, that is where McLaren got the name for the Senna from Ayrton Senna. Now, if supercars aren't your thing, how about a Bentley Mulsanne extended wheelbase commissioned in 2016 by Queen Elizabeth II herself, finished in Barnato green with a Twine and Cumbrian green interior. Just what a car, what a way to set an example as well. We've got the Bentley branding on the headlights. This is one way to set an example, now part of a private collection. And if Mulsannes aren't your thing, how about this 1986 Koenig Specials BMW 635, one of two in existence. This one spent 10 years in London at a museum and then swapped hands a couple of times before going to its current owner, who's taken it to a fair few shows and covered 2,000 miles in the process. Just a crazy, crazy looking BMW with the wide wheel arches that come round to join the spoiler. What a car, all the way down to its split BBS alloys. You don't see many of these, one of two to be exact. Finally, here it is, the Orion Rarest Turbo Peaky Blinders car. The level of detail on this, from the number plate which spells Peaky to the engine bay to the graphics on the side and the back, all the way to a custom interior and the machine gun gear shift. The level of detail on this is insane, from the Peaky Blinders Jack Daniels bottle speakers to the Shelby Company Limited air ride. Everything on this car is custom. A very subtle Project 8. Last time I worked with Jaguar, I did a video on their matte grey one with the big Jaguar decal on the side. This one's a bit more low-key with the red colour without the decals on the side. But here's some of the cars which are up for auction through iconic auctioneers. We've got some Vanquishes, we've got GT8, we've got Ferraris, Jaguars, and just down here is a record-breaking Ford Cosworth. Now this Cosworth went up for auction yesterday, 2,200 miles on the clock, and sold for £202,000. Crazy, crazy money for a Cosworth. What a sound. Not every day you get to sit inside a Diablo SV. Very low down, Alcantara galore. Very low roofline as well. There's the view out the back with the rear deck open.
Nice.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you wrap up a classic car show. One of the highlight cars of the entire show was this Peaky Blinders RS. If you haven't already, there'll be another video uploading later on today of all the cars leaving the show. But this one's staying till tomorrow. But yeah, this is one of my favourites by far. Just the amount of detail, and being a Peaky Blinders fan, you know, a lot of love for this car. So yeah, by the time you see this video later on in the evening, you'll see another video of the cars leaving, I almost said Autosport then, it's actually the Classic Motor Show. We will be back here next year for Autosport. But yeah, what a day it's been.